Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, that was bad. Try that again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third episode of the Literally Podcast. I cannot talk today. No. We have had a successful past two episodes. First episode was a little more successful than the second one, but I think that's because we didn't advertise it as much the second time. But I'm gonna actually pull up everything.
Very, very high hopes for the future. Is what we have.
Yeah, we think that we are increasingly getting better at this whole podcast thing because we're both new to it, so we're trying our best. We have 56 plays on Anchor now. I think that's through Spotify.
That's through both.
Which
I think it's both.
It's both.
Probably both.
That is better than the first episode.
That is better.
Which we want. We want you guys to be listening it. Yeah. Actually, it got more on the first episode. Yeah. Either way. We still want you guys to listen in on Anchor and Spotify, but I'm going to actually talk about all the platforms that it is on. Because there's 7 of them.
7 now, which is a
lot.
Anchor,
ready? Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public.
I'm not going to lie, I don't even know what half of those are.
If you want to go on if you listen to podcasts on any of those sites, you go on there and just look up the Literally Podcast, and you probably will find us. Oh, yeah. So, that is a way you can listen to us if you don't have Spotify or don't want to watch on YouTube and look at our faces because our faces are kind of ugly. But
there you go. It's not spliced together like the logo that you probably have seen.
No. All right. So we're just gonna get right into it because we have quite a few things to talk about this time. So first things first, very many things. We'll get to the fun stuff.
But the fun stuff.
And also we have a new segment. This episode.
We do have a new segment this episode.
I call it Literally Top Rankings.
Literally Top Rankings?
That's not what we're going to be calling it, but that was just kind of thought of at the top of my head.
There you go.
But next time.
Presented by
Jason.
And then
me, Jason.
Next week, presented by me.
Yes. And then also, we're hopefully gonna have a guest on the next podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We won't say names yet because we're not entirely too sure if he's gonna make it. But
we'll see.
We are going to start having our guests. So if you guys are tired of just listening to us, you will have another person to listen to.
Yes.
So here we go. School. Last episode we talked about online schooling, and in between
how much we hated it.
And how much we hated it. And in between then and now, we've both gone into school for like a cohort day.
Actually,
so we're going to talk about that.
School.
And we were masked the whole time and all that stuff. So what do you think?
I am not a fan. When I went into school, right? So typically I would wake up during my first period because I have a study hall first period, and online school you don't have to sign in for it, but in real life school you have to actually go to school and sit in your study hall at school. So instead of waking up at 7:45 every day, I would have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day.
That's rough.
Which is extremely rough. But it's okay. I don't have anybody in my study hall. I have maybe 3 other kids in my study hall that I don't even know that aren't even in my grade. And then
so I like it. I much rather prefer going into school because you get to connect with all the students in there and all that stuff. And I like all my classes. The only class I have short is my first block, and I only have like 2 other kids in that class, but they're talkative and they keep it interesting, so it's nice.
That's pretty good.
But I don't have to. I'm not skipping out on first block like Jason is because he doesn't have to go to his first block during online school, and so I'm waking up roughly the same time as I normally would, and so it doesn't really affect me that much. But he's got to wake up like a whole 2 hours earlier. That's tough.
It is very rough. For my online school, it does get all messed up. Yeah. But for my like in-person school, like all my classes have like maybe the most people I have in one of my classes is 6, including myself.
Oh wow,
which is not a lot.
I have
one of my classes is just one other person in my class. It's me and it's in our stat class. Me and Max are the only 2 people in our stat class by ourselves.
I have 9 people, including me, in the stat class.
Yikes.
So, because in my alphabetical group, we have the most amount of kids that go to school during that. And so, I have like 7 kids in my second and third blocks, including me, and then 9 in my last block. I think it's around 9. I'm not entirely too sure. But, so I have a lot more kids that I can talk to, so it's better for me.
I have like 5 other people in my second block. I have one other person in stat, and then I have 3 other people that sit in complete opposite sides of the room in my health and fitness class. You know that classroom is massive. That classroom is huge. Yeah.
What classroom is it?
It's like, like that one classroom with like the theater in it?
Yeah.
That we do like FBLA meetings in?
Yeah.
So that room, for anyone who doesn't know, that room that we do like FBLA meetings in,
it's a mini
has
theater.
like it's basically a mini theater. It has like theater seats that flip down.
It's for drama club.
Yeah, for drama club and like theater people who are on a different level. And it's basically kind of like that, but way bigger. It's like a choir room.
Oh wow!
It's like a choir room. It has like.
Is it in that hallway that no one knows about?
It's in the hallway that has the stairs leading up to it. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. I think I know what room you're talking about because I think it is the choir room.
It's the one right next to it. There's 2 rooms that look the exact same, and one is the health and fitness room, and one is the other room.
Oh, okay.
Because in the health and fitness room, they store all the mannequins where you do like CPR training on.
Oh, because that's the first aid.
Because you have to do like
right?
CPR on a person and then CPR on an infant, which that's gonna be.
That's
rough.
Interesting. That's
gonna be very rough.
Could you imagine messing up CPR on an infant? That'd be. I feel terrible.
You have to use 2 fingers on their chest, and it's like someone's gonna use both of their hands like regular CPR. I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's boy.
It's
I would not want to do that because I feel like if I mess up, and then like even though it's a fake baby, I feel like I've just killed the real baby.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill babies.
It's like it's not even like how like mannequins they're like a half. Like half of a person, it's just their chest. They kind of look
like a person.
Yeah, but like the actual like mannequins itself, they're like half.
They don't have legs.
Like training ones, and you like just push down their chest or whatever, and they don't have arms or legs or like a torso.
Right.
But like the actual baby ones, they're like the whole baby.
Oh
but the baby's head is like really big. It's kind of like Megamind when he was a kid in that movie, but like smaller.
Wow.
It's kind of sad, but it's pretty funny to look at.
That's you gotta do CPR on it. You can be laughing at the kid while you're doing CPR on it.
I could.
Shameful.
Shame. It's not realistic though, because the baby's like twice the size of a normal baby.
Yeah. So I parked at the school on Tuesday when I went.
That was horrible.
And I parked in a numbered spot, and I wasn't supposed to. And so I almost turned up late to my first block class because I had to go move my car because I didn't know where I was supposed to go.
Nice.
But they give you the paper that explains where you're supposed to go after you've already parked.
Yeah.
Which is so stupid to me.
That is dumb.
Because
they should just tell you in the email when they say you have to register your car.
And then I saw one of the teachers' emails that they sent after my cohort day explaining where you could park. And I was like, you couldn't have done that before I gone?
Like when I went there, like I parked. I saw Mason. I saw where Mason's car was.
Oh, really?
He was parked in like the farthest corner away from the school. It was funny. Like it's the closest it's the closest parking spot to the exit, but it's the farthest
from the school,
from the actual entrance to the school.
Yeah.
I parked in that area because I want to be able to literally just get in my car and just turn and leave.
Yeah, because like you're obviously gonna your walking takes longer than driving, so you should just park close to the school.
Exactly.
But like Mason does Mason, so.
I mean, it is what it is.
I feel like he wanted to stay away from people.
I mean, he literally was like, there was literally all the parking spots were like open when I got there.
So same for me.
Yeah, but I got there. When did you get there?
I got there at like 7:10.
Yeah, so like school, you have to be in there. You have to be in the school by 7:30. 7:30. Yeah. So when you get there like super early, there's gonna be like no parking spots, and that's how it was for me.
I think next time I'm gonna get there at like 7:25 or so, because the screening takes 5 seconds, and then you're already good to go. I know
it's literally it's like one of those like
I just wasn't sure the first time.
The like guns, like the temperature guns.
The temperature guns they put up against. They don't touch your forehead, but they kind of like.
They get close enough to it, and then
it reach your temperature, and then they're just like, okay, go. Takes hand sanitizer and go.
They're not great, but they do the job.
Yeah. The hallways were just so empty. It was crazy.
Yeah, it is so weird.
I mean, mine weren't as empty because again, most kids in my classes, but like it just didn't feel normal at all. But I still had a good day. The masks weren't really that big of a deal for me.
The masks aren't a big deal. Like it's not like worse. Like I mean like working at like a pool store and breathing in chlorine through a mask is horrible.
You worked all day.
But I used to work like all day for like 7 hours a day with my mask on all the time. So like it's not a big deal to me anymore. Like it used to be when I started it, but it is what it is. It's not like, of course it's like there and it's kind of like it kind of sucks, but it's not like I'm gonna die if I don't take it off for 2 seconds. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
But, they use these really cool. Were you in the cafeteria at all?
Nah.
Point? No. So in the cafeteria, instead of wiping down all the tables with the disinfectant wipes, they use this like leaf blower thing that literally blows the like sanitizer.
That's
it literally
funny.
just it's like no, because it was funny because the custodian lady had 2 of them in her hands and she was just blowing it around like it was a flamethrower.
Wow.
Like she was like the Terminator or something.
She probably felt so cool doing
antiseptic Terminator.
We'd wipe down all the tables after our classes.
I know that sucks.
I think
kind of is like whatever.
It was interesting looking at all the designs the kids had on their masks and stuff. Like mine is just black and basic, but everyone else had.
Mine's a paper mask. That's
yours is a paper hospital
Mine's
mask.
Paper hospital.
I had one of those like stretchy whatever ones.
Yeah, like the.
But it was like it had like a little logo on the bottom left, but it was nothing special. But some kids had some like
funky
designs, and like this one kid had like it was like every flag of the world on their mask.
That's crazy.
I don't think it was every flag. I don't think it was every flag, but like there was like it was like it wasn't even majority. It was just like 20 flags. But
well, that's still pretty cool though.
It was pretty cool to look at. But yeah, some people had some pretty cool masks. I might have to get one of them designer masks. Because who knows how long we're going to be wearing these things.
You see any masks where like people were drawn on them? Like the drawn on ones?
No, I didn't see those.
They're so weird. Like the people put weird designs on the ones where like when you draw on them, they put like weird designs.
That's funny.
Like those like edgy alt designs that
I should get a designer one though. Because we're going to be wearing these for like
the
a long
Gucci
time.
mask. The Gucci mask.
I'm about to cop a Gucci mask.
Get a Gucci mask.
Dude, making money off the podcast, bro. Gucci mask. First thing I'm buying.
Gucci mask.
You're gotta support us.
Mask,
if you want to support me and my Gucci mask exhibition, then follow us on the podcast.
Download the podcast.
Download the podcast. Click as many times as you can. Because I want that Gucci mask.
Make accounts. just so you can download our podcast.
Yeah. All right. I think that's about that for school.
School's alright. All in all, school's alright.
All in all,
it's not like
I prefer it over online school.
Yeah, I prefer in school over online school. But the problem with teaching in school and online school is kind of like because the teachers are trying to do both at the same time.
The teachers want to focus on the kids in school more.
Yeah.
So the teachers online would usually end early with the online kids and then stay with the in-school kids and, Yeah,
that's what my health and fitness teacher did. He was like, all right, everyone online, do the vocab. And then he was like, all right, everyone in school, do the vocab, and then we're going to go over it after the fact.
Yeah.
And then he gave us the answers to the vocab.
Oh, my God. That's funny. Well, the teachers have decided not to test us on days besides Wednesdays. Pretty much all my teachers said we're going to do tests on Wednesdays because it's more fair for everyone.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, they obviously don't want you to cheat, but like they know that kids are probably going to use notes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they think that's unfair if kids are going in school and taking tests. Because I had the stat test on Tuesday, and then I had another test.
That bad. I didn't have to use notes for that.
No, I didn't have. I got 2 multiple choice wrong, and then I think I got a point off somewhere on the open ended, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't even know what I got on that.
You can check AP Classroom and see what you got. But
Actually?
Yeah.
Lit.
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about
Oh, so then I was supposed to have a government test on Tuesday as well, next week.
Oh, really?
And so I feel like teachers just naturally give tests on Tuesdays because they don't want to do it Monday. And, Tuesday just seems the most logical. Did you do 33 out of 40?
33 out of 40.
I gotta check mine now.
That's like, dude, that's an 83.
Not bad.
That's not a B, though. Because our school's whack, and they do a 7-point grading system.
We do a 7-point
For those
grading
out there
scale.
that do 10-point grading systems, you're lucky.
Yeah. Why am I looking at the
But you know what? I have a solid B in that class now, so that's not bad. For some reason, I have a B, which I don't feel like that makes any sense because I got a D on my first test and a C on my second.
Yeah, I know.
But,
I think that I probably got
I
the same
have
grade
an
as you.
84.1, so it's not a B yet, guys.
My stat grade went
almost
up.
a B.
Oh dear, 28 out of 40.
That's what I got on my first one.
I got a 70 on my second test. Awesome. Great. I'm not doing too great. Wow.
Dude, Mr.
I thought it was I don't think it was that hard. It's just there's not that many questions.
Our teacher was going over the multiple choice ones, and he looked at the one that a lot of people got wrong, and I was like, I got that one right. Like I got it right.
Exactly.
I was like, what? I got it right.
There was one that he went over that I got wrong. But dude, I only got 2
I got
multiple
lucky.
choice.
I got all of them right.
I only got 2 of the multiple choice wrong, and then I got like 1 or 2 points off the open-ended, and I get a 70.
It ruins you, it ruins you.
Because these tests aren't very big. And then the test is like 70% of like your entire grade.
And they used to be bigger too, but he had to downsize because our blocks are smaller.
Yeah, the test used to be longer, but now they're shorter. Like, it's stupid.
I mean, it is what it is.
I wish that was kind of changed, but you know, whatever.
I barely finished the test in time. Like I have to finish like every single time he extends the time, and I finished it in the extended time because I've
always finished it normally. Yeah.
I never finished it during the regular extended time because I don't know why. I don't really take tests very fast.
I was gonna say because I usually just first thing that comes in my head is usually what I go for if I'm not entirely too sure. Yeah. So I don't really spend that much time thinking about questions. Which probably doesn't really help me, but...
Confused. The one I was, like, really confused on, so I kind of, like, guessed, but I got it right, because I got close enough to the guess that I got it right. So, I mean, I kind of got lucky with that.
Alright.
Oh, well,
not bad,
online
though.
School's alright. It's not bad.
So, yeah, if you're going into school, let us know how you think of it, or how you like it. But we have half days, so it's probably better for us anyways. But if you like a full day, it's probably not as fun.
Let us know if you're struggling in your classes.
Let us know if you're struggling like us.
We're smart.
Not really. Don't ask me for help for stat because I'm not doing too great in stat. But you can ask Jason for help.
Yeah, I got you.
You can ask me for help anywhere else. French, I got you. I will French it up with you.
Pause. Hey, pause. Time out.
All right. Pause. Time out. Stop interrupting me. Debate last night.
Oh, dude, that was funny.
Oh boy. Oh, so we're gonna try and stay as neutral as we can. Because we don't want to lose half our viewers because of our political opinion.
They yell at us because they don't like.
But we do have our opinion, so
we do.
We will talk about the debate though. We will also say who we think won the debate. We don't think that this has nothing to do with who we want to win for president. This is solely based on the debate.
Yeah.
So
there's 2 more. So
there's 2 more, and then there's also vice presidential debates.
Then don't freak out because there's 2 more.
Yeah. So I think first thing, obviously, the interruptions were.
That was.
I thought they were kind of funny.
I thought they were funny.
A lot of people were really pissed off, but I thought it was funny.
I think it was funny, but I also think it was a little excessive.
That's true.
I didn't think it was necessary to.
And obviously, it was like 95% Trump interrupting Biden.
It was that, but Biden's just a very quiet.
Biden is very quiet.
He doesn't talk very loud. I mean, Trump's loud. And
he's naturally
always
loud.
Yeah, he's naturally loud, and everyone just knows that he's loud. And Biden just. When he needs to like debate louder when he debates against him.
Yeah, he's got to reach Trump's level.
Yeah, especially that moderator. Oh, dude, that was funny.
Listen, I'm sorry. It's just the moderator. I'm gonna say it, and you don't have to agree with me, but the moderator was very biased.
The moderator surprisingly was biased. Like when
he was a registered Democrat, so he was biased.
Is he actually? Yeah. But he works for Fox News.
Works for Fox News.
That's so weird.
Fox News is supposed to be Republican news site.
Everyone knows that.
And then the moderator was biased towards Biden.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because like the whole point was like to keep it to like a 2-minute thing, and like he was trying to keep them from interrupting each other. But since like I think it kind of seems more biased. I think it was, but I think it seems a little bit more biased than it really was because Trump was mostly interrupting Biden.
That's true.
So he was trying to stop Trump from interrupting Biden. But
there was times where Biden was also trying to help or trying to get help from the moderator.
Yeah.
Which that also seems a little like.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Like the moderator is asking the questions and keeping you to a time limit. That's what their job is. The president shouldn't be, the debater shouldn't be trying to get his help.
Yeah.
But then the moderator shouldn't also be lenient towards one side over the other.
Very fair. But we'll see because I think there's going to be a different moderator for the next one. So we'll see.
They should try and focus on getting a moderator.
Usually there's a separate moderator each time. I don't know who. I wonder who they're going to make next. Let us know.
I don't know.
Let us know who you think is going to be next.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be.
I think it'll be Keemstar. Keemstar wanted to be moderator.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan moderator.
Joe Rogan moderator.
They would never make Keemstar moderator because he's biased towards Trump.
They would never make. Actually, would they make Joe Rogan the moderator?
I doubt it.
I doubt it either.
Because I feel like if Joe Rogan starts to get angry, I feel like it's going to be a lot worse than it should be. Like, it wouldn't be moderation anymore. It would be all-out warfare in the debate room.
No comedian / UFC announcer it does not get angry.
Well, anyway, so there were some things that both sides said that were wrong.
Not so
and
correct.
That shouldn't have been said. I mean, overall, there were strong and weak points for both sides.
I think
there was the thing Trump said about white supremacy and how he was like
very not okay.
He didn't condemn white supremacy,
which doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No, a lot of like his or Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah,
is his name right? And then
that's his name. He has like 4 kids or something.
Yeah,
like, no one knows their names.
And then there were some other Republican representatives that were trying to like say that he misspoke.
Yeah, which
maybe it's possible because he was talking a lot and loudly and like getting very into it. But
I mean, it's just not a good way of saying that at all. Stand by is not.
No,
you shouldn't say stand by.
They were saying that he meant to say stand down.
That
but it didn't.
Could make sense, but I
don't. In the context of what he was saying, I don't think that's what he was trying to say.
I don't think so either. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why you would want to say that.
Yeah.
Why you would want to say it seems that way, but I don't think that's what it was.
And
just Biden overall just could.
I think Biden overall, I don't think he had strong arguments.
He just
anywhere.
Could not pull his own.
I think there was a couple questions that he probably did win.
Yeah, I think he definitely had strong points. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I'm not 100% sure
Nor did I.
Everything he did.
No,
but I'm sure that he had very good strong points. Like now, really biased news source Complex. I was watching on I was going through the highlights on the Instagram or whatever. And there were some pretty good points that Biden made, and every side has good points and every side has their weak points. And Trump's weak point was literally not condemning white supremacists, and Biden's weak points were not being able to overpower Trump in the debate, which is kind of
and I think
weak.
I think that Trump has done some very good things during his presidential term, which helped him in the debate.
Yeah, for the most part.
So I think that kind of played into it because Biden, Biden can only do so much
as a vice president,
as a vice president, and just not as
and as a single senator.
Exactly,
he can't really do much.
Yeah, but so if we're gonna give our overall scoring, well, not scoring, but who we think won.
Who won?
We both think that Trump won.
I think
this debate.
Trump won the debate. This one, I wouldn't say by a lot, but I would definitely say by enough.
I would say by a decent margin.
Not by a lot, but definitely by a decent margin.
I don't think it was really close.
There wasn't enough bad points as far as I know that he made that puts him at a closer level to Biden.
I think that honestly, in my opinion, the main thing that people didn't like about Trump debating was him interrupting.
Yeah, I mean, that's just because he doesn't understand,
and that's just because he's just that kind of person.
His PR, his personal public relations is just
not that great,
below average.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't want to vote for him.
That's why no one likes him.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our opinions on the debate.
Let us know who you think won.
Yes. Let us know everything.
Let us know if you
and then we
hate
will
us because of
that. Don't hate us. We're just giving our opinions.
But it just
we First Amendment. We're allowed to say what we want to say.
At least we're mostly 99% neutral on that.
We tried staying as neutral as possible.
I'd say it's 99% to 100% neutral on that. So
yeah.
I mean, if you hate us for it, then
oh well.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And then we'll cover the next couple debates.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about those ones. But when are they?
Hopefully they're better. I don't know.
We'll see how those ones go.
It's only 5 weeks until election, so they're gonna be pretty close together.
We'll see how those
I'm sure they're not going to be much better, but we'll see.
I doubt they'll be much better. I think it'll be the same thing each time.
Yeah.
I think it'll be different only because of the moderator.
I agree with you on that.
I won't be surprised if they put...
Honestly, if they do a moderator that's not biased towards Biden, I feel like Biden might do worse.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because what if they don't stop Trump from interrupting as much?
Trump could always have... He could always have a bad day. You know what I mean?
That's true. Either they could have a bad day.
Maybe it was that even though Biden had a biased moderator, he could have just had a really bad day, and the next debate he's going to do really well. Who knows?
I will say though, they're I'm as much as they said some bad things, I'm impressed with how well they're able to talk and answer questions on the spot like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Both of them.
I would sit there like
I'd be like for the whole first half of the 2 minutes. I'd be like I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be like,
if
yes.
This
I will
guy,
do that.
this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they put as the next moderators like Lester Holt or this guy came back from being in Fox News for a really long time. His name's Shepard Smith. He's a journalist that's like really renowned for being not biased. So we'll see if they put him in.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make.
They have to. The moderator has to agree to being in it too, because I feel like a lot of moderators are not going to want to be in it just because of.
I honestly
the whole...
wouldn't be surprised if he agreed with if he didn't agree, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think that would be, if I had to choose the moderators, it would be those two people. But
yeah. Well, sticking on the news of government, the next thing we were going to talk about is TikTok being halted.
Yes.
By federal judge Carl Nichols.
That's
So TikTok,
very mouthful. That's a mouthful of a name for short.
TikTok was meant to be banned multiple times at this point, but it just got halted by a judge because why? Because he didn't. I think it's because he didn't
see why
it was being banned in the first place.
As far as I'm concerned, I think that's what.
That's what we saw on the article. There could be more into it, but
there probably could be more. There probably is more, but from what I know so far from watching. What is it? The money version of NBC that I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's CNBC or something like that.
I don't know.
Where they're like MSNBC. It's the one where it's like the money people, the people who do the stock market, but they're a news network.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I know that Oracle, like a big American software company, bought TikTok.
So
if you didn't know that,
probably not
now you know that. So
it's probably not going to be banned.
Definitely,
now
it won't be banned now
because
of that. Because now it's American property owned. But
the main thing I want to talk about this topic is how we feel about TikTok and the whole banning thing. Like, I don't want it to be banned.
I don't want it to be banned.
I like it,
but I don't have TikTok. I've never had it.
No, I don't have it either. I
don't want
to
it to be banned because
I don't have it anymore.
I don't want it to be banned because a lot of people make funny videos on TikTok.
Exactly. So
other things. And
I've always been
watching other things.
I've always been very mixed on TikTok because some videos are just like the dancers and they make so much money off of
for no reason,
setting up their phone camera and dancing for 5 seconds and then uploading it, which I think is stupid. But there's also the funny, like the meme videos, the dark humor and all that stuff, which I love those videos. The majority of Among Us memes are on TikTok.
Yeah.
And those are so funny to me.
I mean, that's like every social media.
Yeah.
It's always like people just like they just post stuff and then they become famous somehow.
I mean, Instagram famous people get money for posting pictures of themselves.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not much of a difference. But I never had like a problem with TikTok. Like like it is what it is. Like
you know that one, like the most liked, I think it's the most liked or most viewed TikTok right now is that girl who's just like bops in front of the camera for 10 seconds.
Her?
It's that
her name's Bella Porch.
Bella Porch.
Yes. It's the chick with the, I don't know if anyone's seen this. I wish I could describe it the best, but it's like her bopping to the Millie Bobby song.
Yeah. That's literally the entire video is her bopping to that song.
That's the most viewed and most liked TikTok.
I don't know if it's it's either the most viewed or most liked. I think it's most viewed.
I mean, the most liked Instagram picture is like Kylie holding her baby or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
No, really, it might be most liked.
Just Mako. Escalator dancing. I mean, that's like an actual video. So some people are actually like really good at dancing. Like those like group dancers that dance to like those songs and they like do like all cool break dancing stuff and they do it like in public and all that kind of stuff. Those dancing videos are cool. Some of them are like, it is what it is. But I mean, I don't know. What just happened? Did it shut off?
I think the camera just died.
I think it just died.
Oh boy. Well,
the
if
camera
you're watching on YouTube, you're now looking at a black screen.
Yeah, you're now looking at a black screen.
This is why you should be listening on Spotify anyways.
Is it still recording is what I want to know.
Yeah,
it's still recording, so it's still...
It's going to keep recording. It's going to keep recording our audio, but now we're not going to have video anymore, so... Sorry.
Put in some images of fish or something.
Some images of fish.
That you can watch.
If you want to look at a GIF of fish swimming, then that's what we'll do for the background of the rest of the podcast.
Some TikToks in the background.
Maybe we could do.
I don't even know if we can. Is that
copyrighted? I think I could play the most viewed TikTok.
Is that copyrighted?
I don't think so.
Is it? I don't think so either.
She can't. How old is she? Like 10? She can't copyright that.
She's like 20.
I shouldn't be making fun.
She has like an entire leg worth full of tattoos.
No way.
Yeah.
She didn't look that old in the TikTok.
Oh, dude, nah. She doesn't look that old, but she's like really old.
Bella Porch.
Oh, her like.
That's her.
Well, she's not really old. She's like old.
23? Wow.
She's like 20.
Wow, she does not look like she's 23. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's got like a lot of tattoos and stuff.
I don't know. Maybe she copyrighted then. I don't know. We'll see. If we could play it, we'll play it.
If a 15-year-old girl from Massachusetts can have a drink in Dunkin' Donuts just from making dancing videos on TikTok.
From the TikTok videos.
Then
Maybe she did copyright.
Look, I honestly, look, if you can do that, I think that's kind of impressive.
To get your own menu item.
Because, like, look, is it impressive to just dance on TikTok? No. Because everybody can do that.
Anybody can do that.
Literally everybody does that. I know any person, I bet I could walk up to anybody on the street and ask them if they've done a TikTok dance, and they probably will say yes. I can guarantee you they will probably say yes. Yeah. We can do our stat project on that. That's how confident I am in that. And it's not impressive to do that. But what is impressive is to make a whole business off of that. Yeah. Like, she makes like millions of dollars just from doing that.
And she's probably got she got a whole management team and everything.
She has a management team, she has business, like, inquiries email. You know you're real when your Instagram account has a business inquiries email, bro. You know it's real.
So that Bella Porch video, she's
literally just like bobbing her head.
She uploaded another TikTok, or I think it was a TikTok, I'm not sure. It was her like crying in the video because she was getting so much hate for being the most viewed.
Like, I mean, that's kind of whack.
Because
she was with Wiz Khalifa one time.
People were just so upset because she was doing basically nothing in the video and got the most viewed video. And they were basically bullying her and making fun of her and stuff.
I mean, that's whack because like.
That is whack.
She did it, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it.
And it's not like she expected to get number one. Like, she just did it because she thought it was cool and she wanted to upload it, which is fair.
Like, and she happened to get that many likes, then she happened to get that many likes. Nothing's stopping you from doing that.
I bet you.
Like, maybe no one's gonna like your video because somebody already did it before you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No one's done that before.
I bet you if Gordon Ramsay did a video on TikTok of him looking at the camera and just screaming some like inappropriate word or something, bizarre, and then he'd get number one, he would probably not get any hate for it
because he's already famous. Is funny, and it is already he's already famous.
But it's just because it's her and because of
she's never that was her fame, that was like her shoot to fame.
Exactly, and people didn't like that, which is stupid to me. Although at the same time, it's a bit of an overreaction. Like, really gonna cry over that? Come on now.
Come on, like, there are people on the internet.
Exactly. But that's the whole. So back to the whole TikTok ban. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it's not getting banned. Yeah. There's some people that really want it banned. I don't really see why.
I don't see why. Like, you can probably hate on it as much as you want. Like, I mean, I could see why, because, like, you're like, oh, China's taking their data, but, like...
Not anymore.
Not anymore, because Oracle bought it. So now there's no reason at all. Like, at first there was a reason, but now there isn't.
There's not.
And it's not like people cared when it was a problem. So, like...
Exactly.
If people truly cared about whether or not China was stealing their data, then they would have deleted TikTok a long time ago. But, hey, I'm not the one who owns it, so...
Yeah. Alright. So that's that.
That is that.
Alright. Next topic.
33 minutes.
Because we'll go over the rest of this stuff on here. Well, okay, so the next topic... I gotta do a lot of explaining here.
Yeah.
Boogie, I forget the numbers.
Some guy.
He's a YouTuber. Boogie and Frank Hassel.
Oh, isn't Boogie that guy that does the Mountain Dew thing? He's like, where's my Mountain Dew? That guy? The fat guy. The really, like, he looks like Peter Griffin, but, like, if he took, like, a lot of crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
That's,
wow.
like, mean, but, you know, I don't know how else to explain
poor Boogie.
it.
All right, well, anyways, so Boogie and then this other guy, Frank Hassel, never heard of him in my life, by the way. They beefed a lot in the past. I don't really know what they were beefing about, but it was, I think, from what I saw, it was basically just Frank Hassel just bullying the hell out of Boogie in, like, Instagram DMs and stuff.
That's kind of
for no reason at all, just the fact that he just didn't like him.
That's fine.
And Boogie was, like, trying to be as nice as possible and just be like, can you just stop? And then Frank would not stop. And then they did an interview on somebody's podcast or something, and they were just going at each other and a lot of stuff. And recently, Frank Hassel thought it'd be a good idea to trespass onto Boogie's property at his home. And so...
Isn't this like, where is this? Like what?
It was in Arkansas.
Arkansas?
So, Frank Hassel trespasses onto Boogie's property, and Boogie pulls out a gun on him.
Like Glock.
and takes a shot.
He pulls out the Glock.
He didn't hit him. He didn't hit Frank Castle.
Did he miss on purpose? Or
I don't know. It might have been a warning shot. I'm not sure, but he did shoot at Frank Castle, and so
whack.
And then Frank Castle, and now it's like a whole debate over was that a good idea?
Is that legal?
Is that legal? Should Frank, is Frank in the right for going onto his property?
No.
I mean, obviously
in Arkansas, that definitely is legal.
So I looked up the laws. In Arkansas, you're allowed to carry if you're over the age of 18, you're allowed to carry a open
you're allowed to open carry
a pistol on you. So
are you allowed to defend yourself on if somebody trespasses your property though?
I think so.
Okay, well then there you go. So it is legal.
So it is, legal. It's pretty obvious that Frank Castle wasn't there to be a nice guy.
Yeah. Nah, true.
He was definitely there to just torment Boogie more, and Boogie was just had enough of it.
He was just done. He was done with it.
So
he was like, nah, get out of my property. Get out of my property. I bet he sounds like Cartman.
But it was the picture is so funny. I'm gonna put the picture on the video because you can't see us anymore. But it's literally it's Boogie just standing at his doorstep. Like
that sounds
the gun is just aimed right at Frank. It's wow. It's
whack,
interesting.
But also it would be funny if you just heard about it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, some fat guy shot at another fat guy in Arkansas. You'd be like, well, that sounds like America for you.
It is America.
Sounds like America to me.
Keemstar went over a lot of it. That's how I saw it. I saw it through Keemstar. But Keemstar is on Boogie's side for the whole thing.
That guy's in a hole.
But I wanted to bring that up because I just thought it was kind of funny because it's just such an America thing.
It's
such an America thing.
Two fat guys beefing and then one shoots at the other guy in a country full of rednecks.
Wow, Jason, you're just going in on Arkansas right now.
Look, Arkansas. Look, you can't be there can't be a state named Kansas and then a state be named Arkansas. It's basically Arkansas, even though it's pronounced something different. It's basically the same thing. It's like Kansas, but in the South. There's no difference between. Tell me the difference between. Let's see. Tell me the difference between literally all the states in the Midwest. What is the difference between any of those states? Look at Kansas, Nebraska, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not Texas. I don't want to say Texas because there's a lot of cool stuff in Texas. So let's see. Let's look at a map together. Why is it showing me in New Jersey? Am I zooming in? I think I'm zooming in.
You're zooming in.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So, look. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's see. We have... Well, I did say them all, except for Colorado.
Yeah,
so look.
Colorado.
Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and maybe Missouri. Give me one thing that you know from all those states besides Mount Rushmore. Because Mount Rushmore is in North Dakota.
Nothing.
Yeah. So they're all the same. All of them are the same.
Well, maybe they're not the same.
Maybe they're not the same. Maybe Arkansas is near the water more.
What?
Exactly. I don't look. Maybe it's because I don't live there. I don't know. But I don't know the difference between any of those states. I don't know
anybody that lives in any of those states.
Wyoming has one college in it. One college in the entire state of Wyoming.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
The entire state. The only reason I know that is because we know somebody that goes to that college. It's the only reason I know that.
Isn't that that whole middle area, Tornado Valley, as well?
It's Oklahoma, Texas, and I think Kansas.
Oh,
it's very small. Tornado Valley is very
Either
small.
way, they just get tornadoes. That's funny. They're known for their tornadoes. That's sad.
Wyoming?
No, in
Oklahoma.
In Kansas and Oklahoma.
Sad.
I feel
that kind of sucks.
That kind of sucks.
I mean,
if you say to somebody what is the first thing you know about Oklahoma, they're gonna be like, tornadoes. That's sad.
That kind of sucks.
That just makes your state look so bad.
I mean, that's maybe you know what? Maybe the people in Oklahoma, a lot of people are like, oh, people in those states are poor because they live in trailers. Maybe they're not poor. Maybe they just live in trailers because they keep getting tornadoes and they keep getting destroyed.
Yeah.
So they just buy another one. Maybe that's what it is. Because a lot of people are like, oh, they're poor.
I doubt it, but maybe.
You don't know that. Possibly.
How often do they get tornadoes?
A lot. There's a season for it.
People
in Florida get 2 or 3. I don't think it's like every day, but I think it's like at least 2 or 3 times. Like, you know, like people in Florida and like Louisiana, you know, like those areas, they get like tornadoes, like not tornadoes, but hurricanes all the time.
Yeah.
And like in Japan, they have literally monsoon season where they get monsoons like
That's
4
true.
or 5 times a year in that season. So I think it's like kind of the same. So I don't know. Maybe that's just like their way of living. I don't know. Maybe. I've never been like against trailer parks. I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah. I wanna see a tornado in person.
Yeah, those things are cool.
I forget. Somebody I know, a friend, wanted to be a tornado chaser, a storm chaser. Who? Do you know who?
No.
I forget. Oh, dang it.
I don't know.
I can't remember who said it. They want to be a storm chaser, and I would totally go with them. I think so. I can't.
Dang it!
I feel like
storm
an idiot.
Chasing sounds so cool.
I know. I would totally go with them and do like the photography and filming and stuff,
and see
a tornado because that'd be cool.
You ever seen those like really big like vans where like the inside of the van is just like there's like 4 seats in the whole van and like
there's like computers and stuff. Like it's crazy.
And it's like iron plated. It looks like a tank, but like for storm chasing.
And they chase storms. That's
cool.
Oh, dude, that'd be so sick.
That would be
sick. My bucket list.
I want to.
You know what's on our bucket list? Me, you, and Mason skydiving at 21.
Skydiving, bro. That's so cool.
Dude, we're gonna all go skydiving when we're 21.
Oh, dude, that sounds lit.
I got all kinds of things on my bucket list, dude. I
want to skydive, bro.
Storm chase, skydive.
I want to go to Mexico for some reason. Just because.
Just because you can go to Mexico?
Because I've never been to Canada or Mexico, but I've been other places.
You know what's on my bucket list? Bat soup from China.
Bat soup.
I want to try it.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to China, bro. I always wanted.
I want to go to Japan.
You know when you go to China and stuff, like the people look at you and they're like, "Oh wow, that's so cool." There's a white person.
Yeah,
it's just like
I know.
Because people from like China, they're always like surprised by like white and black people.
I think they do that in Japan too.
They do it in all the Asian countries.
Yeah,
they definitely do it in China because there's like 1 billion of them there.
Yeah,
I know that.
I wonder to be like going to North Korea. Dude, imagine North Korean looking at you. They'd be like, "Oh, you are so screwed."
there's like this one picture of like all the people that use Steam around the world, and there's one little dot in North Korea.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
Kim Jong-un cranking 90s in Fortnite. He's acing in Rocket League right now.
I know one reporter that went to North Korea and managed to get out.
He went to North Korea and straight up got captured.
There was one guy that went to North Korea and just got captured and that was
like
it.
How long ago was that? Like 5 years ago?
A few years ago.
He got straight go to North Korea. Captured. I wonder if you can look at the satellite images of North Korea.
Bucket list. Get in and out of North Korea undetected.
Can. That's kind of funny. You can look at all the...
There's no way you could do Street View, surely.
No.
You think Kim Jong-un would allow...
No.
Allow the Google, the satellite to go over
Where's
North Korea?
Pyongyang? Where is that?
I have no idea.
That is North Korea, right?
I mean, it says North Korea on it.
Yeah, I found it. I meant like, is Pyongyang North Korea?
What is that, like
big
city in North Korea?
It's their capital.
Try to do Street View.
I can have pictures. There's pictures. Ooh, pictures of North Korea, guys. Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, you did it.
It's like all those, like, look how many people there are. There's, like, no people.
I know.
There's one person. This guy's taking pictures. It's a woman, not guy. You know, it is what it is.
It looks nice, though.
It does look nice, but it's only because they just don't, I don't know. I don't know how North Korea works. I'm not.
I love how we went from Boogie and Frank Castle to looking at North Korea. And looking at other parts of the world.
Well, we're going to move on.
You know what? That's the point. That's the whole point of the podcast. We talk about everything on here, bro. Literally North Korea.
Thing ever.
Literally North Korea.
I hope that sounds cool. I don't think it will, though.
Anyways, yeah, so good thing Boogie didn't hit Frank Castle because that probably would have been a whole different thing.
A whole different thing. We probably wouldn't have talked about it.
Probably wouldn't have. We wouldn't have made jokes about it, at least. No. That's what I know for sure.
Definitely not.
But that's that situation. So I think with that, we can go on to our crazy segment
thing that we...
You know what? Hopefully, if you guys like it, let us know, because I think it's pretty cool.
Again.
We'll do it with the guest next time as well.
Oh, yes.
So here's basically how it works. I'm going to give you a category, and then I'm going to give you 8 things in that category, and you are going to rank them from lowest to highest.
Lowest to highest?
Based on enjoyment. So you start with 8, and then you go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
If you want to write them down, you can. Or you could just look at my screen here, because I have them. I have them all written here. Okay. So the category is candy.
Oh, yes.
Nice, easy first one, because we want to do things. Well, first we want to do an easy one because one, this is our first time doing it, so we want to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And two, we got to make sure we do something we both know.
Yeah.
So we're going to be going over the categories at a time, but not the list.
Yes.
So Jason has never seen this list before. I came up with this on my own.
No, I have not, actually.
All right, here we go. I have Skittles, Sour Patch,
Oh, boy.
Twizzlers, and these are Sour Patch Kids, by the way, not the watermelons. Okay. Twizzlers, Airheads, M&M's, Reese's Pieces, Swedish Fish, and Gummy Worms.
Oh, that's a good
And
list.
I will have these all on the screen if you're watching on
no
YouTube.
offense to anybody, but Twizzlers is going at the bottom.
At the bottom. I have my list on here, too.
No offense. No offense to anybody that likes licorice, but licorice is just so unbelievably bad. Like, it has no flavor.
You hear that, Dad?
Flavor.
Jason put
Look,
Twizzlers last.
Okay, I cannot name a single person. Like, my mom likes black licorice. What? Who, okay, first of all, licorice is bad enough. Black licorice is just like,
I don't know. If you eat that religiously, if you eat that religiously, there's something wrong with you.
If you prefer Twizzlers over other things, then there's something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with my dad. I think Twizzlers are my dad's favorite candy, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
It just doesn't have a flavor.
Like
Twizzlers with I know there's Twizzlers out there with flavoring in them and stuff. Those are good.
Only older people like Twizzlers.
Yeah. Only people in their middle-aged people like licorice.
And Twizzlers.
Look, there's people out there that are like I know people that like licorice, but they're not like, this is my favorite candy. You know what I mean? I would not put licorice.
I could eat licorice or Twizzlers, but it's not my favorite.
I could eat it if I got it trick or treating. But
if someone were to give it to me, be like, you want a Twizzler? I'd be like, okay. But I'd be like,
I'd eat one, and then I wouldn't be able to eat the whole.
That'd be it. I wouldn't be able to eat another one.
All right. What am I gonna put next?
You gotta do number 7 now.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to go with Sour Patch Kids.
Really?
Yeah, because here's the thing, I like sour things, but I'm not it's not my favorite thing.
They're not even sour.
They're not even sour, but I would rather go with okay, so number 8 I have Twizzlers, and then Sour Patch Kids, and then I'm gonna put Gummy Worms.
So back to the Sour Patch real quick. I like sour things. Sour candy is probably my favorite. I love sour candy, the Toxic Waste and the Warheads. I love those.
Those are good. Those are good.
They're so good.
I'm actually gonna write this down because I'm gonna forget.
But so you have Gummy Worms at 6. Why put that there?
Because just the other candies are just so much better. Gummy Worms are great and all, but I don't know.
I like the
of course I like Haribo Gummy Worms, but
I like the sour Gummy Worms.
Gummy Worms are good, but compared to everything else.
Speaking of Gummy Worms, it was a long time ago. Me and my brother bought that 1 foot fat gummy
really
worm.
Fat gummy worm
from what's the company? V something. Dang it. VAT 19.
VAT 19.
Got it.
Oh, bro, those guys. I used to watch their videos.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Unique Gifts.
We bought the 1 foot gummy worm from VAT 19. That thing was huge.
3 pounds.
Look at 3 pounds.
4,000 calories for $30.
I know, it's cheap.
That is not bad. And you have they have the big gummy bear, and then they have the really really hot one.
Yeah. So here's my verdict. Ready? Here's my verdict on the gummy worm. The fat. I don't think it was 1 foot. I think it was the 3 pounds thing. My verdict is, it was gross.
Because it's
not made the same way regular gummy worms are made.
Because it's so big.
It's made with gelatin. And it was the flavor wasn't that bad. The flavor was good, but it was so fatty that I could eat 3 bites and I'd feel sick.
Oh, that's.
It was really rough to eat, but it was I would eat it again. I would get another one.
Yeah, I mean, gummy worms are good, but they're not my favorite. I would gummy worms. I would eat. The problem with gummy worms is I eat them and then my mouth feels dry. Just something it leaves a weird thing in your mouth that makes you
I agree
not
with that.
Like it. And I'm just not a fan of I like Sour Patch Kids. I'll eat them, but they're not
just
my
based
go-to.
on the list.
List,
the list only has 8 things on here.
I would pick Sour Patch Kids over a couple of other things. If they were mixed with other things, I would pick them over that. But
I just threw in the first 8 candies.
Honestly, next I would have to go with Airheads.
Okay.
And I don't know, the trend is so far that it's all the not chocolate things, because I like chocolate things more than I like.
So I put M&Ms on here. That's
things.
one thing I was gonna talk about. Because like, do you consider M&Ms a candy or do you consider it a chocolate?
It's both. Isn't chocolate a candy?
I don't think chocolate's a candy. That's why I didn't put any chocolate on here besides the M&Ms. Because
I guess that's fair.
I think like Hershey's chocolate and like Reese's peanut butter cups and like Kit Kats, I don't think they're candy. I think they're chocolate, not candy. That's my personal opinion.
They're like their own separate thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair, but I think, okay, if we're going to call it out that, then I think M&Ms are candy. Because when you think about candies, you think about things that are in bags. Like when you think about chocolate, you think about chocolate bars. On there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about chocolate bars.
Yeah. That's why I put M&Ms on there, because they come in the bags, and then there's all the little pieces, like Skittles kind of, all the little pieces in it. That seems like candy to me.
So that makes sense. And like, even though Airheads are kind of like bars, technically, you can get like...
They're not chocolate.
They're not chocolate.
So, I like Airheads.
Airheads are good, but I think...
Compared to everything else.
Yeah, it depends on everything
else.
Okay,
so then...
So, I think... You know what? This is really hard. I think next, I'm going to put...
So number 4, he's put Skittles at number 4.
I put Skittles in number 4.
That's low.
I like Skittles. I don't like original Skittles. Why? I used to like original Skittles, but then like they make like those Berry Blast ones.
Yeah, like I back that. The Berry Blast ones are so much better.
I like this like the off. Not I don't want to say off brand because that's not what it is, but like the like off. The like separate flavor ones.
The tropical ones.
Oh, dude.
Those bang.
Tropical ones, the blue package ones.
Yeah, those bang.
Those are the best Skittles.
Yeah.
Those ones and the purple ones are like the best Skittles.
That's the thing. The original Skittles don't have as much flavoring as these new packs that come out do. Yeah.
Like the new ones are just like they're just better.
The green apple in the originals, I love those. Those are my favorite Skittles of all time.
Those are so good.
But I think the thing with me and Skittles is I can't name anybody that doesn't like Skittles.
Yeah, I don't think I
don't
know anybody.
I cannot eat a whole bag of them at one time.
Yeah.
Because I could eat I could eat a handful or two and then they would start to make me feel sick.
Yeah, I get that. I used to be able to eat like I can eat like the smaller bags, like the little like kitty ones.
Yeah.
But I can't eat like the whole big bag. Well, I can eat the whole big bag, but like after the fact, like my teeth. Like it's because there's all the sugar in the actual candy. Like it just makes my like teeth and my mouth feel dry for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. So I
need like water and stuff.
I feel like you tend to like candy when you're a kid more. As you get older, it starts to not be as good for you.
And you're just like, it's good, but like I don't want to eat a lot of it. You know what I mean? Let's see. What else?
All we have left is Swedish Fish, M&Ms, and Reese's Pieces. You could adjust the list if you wanted to.
I don't know. Probably, you know what? I think I'm a really big fan of Swedish Fish. I think I'm going to put that next because...
At number 3. So number 3 is Swedish Fish for Jason.
I think Swedish Fish are like the most underrated candy like of all time, bro. They're so good and not everyone likes them. And it's just like, I don't know why they're so good. They just are good. I don't even know what flavor
I would back
they
you on
are.
that. I think they're really good as well.
I don't even know what flavor they are.
It's not even just the taste of it. It's like...
The consistency.
Yeah, and it's like...
Would it be isn't that what it's called? It's like savory.
Yeah.
It's not like the other candies where it's like, oh, it's like nice and sweet. Swedish Fish are like savory.
Yeah, they're not as sweet. And I like that about them.
Yeah, and they're like they have enough flavor and not enough. Like they have enough flavor and just the right amount of sweetness to match that flavor that it's savory, and it just tastes so good.
So I watch Corey X Kenshin all the time. He's my favorite YouTuber. If you don't know this, Corey X Kenshin by far my favorite YouTuber. And he is obsessed with Swedish Fish. There's number 1. I sent him like a pound bag of Swedish, or it was a pound or something like that, of Swedish Fish for his birthday. And because Swedish Fish, they're not an original candy. They're not made to be sweet. No. And that's what's good about them.
And they're just they're just so good.
Yeah.
It's like because like you don't always like for me, I don't know about anybody else, but like everyone has like they have like candy in their house or whatever. Like I always have candy in my house. Like, you usually have, like, the Hershey bar and, like, that kind of stuff. Like, I have Reese's and stuff in my house. But, like, you know, you have, like... And, like, in Halloween candy stuff, like, you know, you have, like, Skittles and, like...
Yeah.
Starburst and that kind of stuff. Like, Swedish Fish is always, like, that one where, like... that would have been good on here, too. Like, Swedish Fish, like, it's always, like, that thing where, like, you don't realize that you haven't had it in such a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, I haven't had Swedish Fish in a long time. And, like, you don't realize that you haven't... Yeah,
you're right.
You're like
that's one of those candies you eat very rarely.
You don't eat it as often, and you're like, when you do eat it, you're like, oh, this is super good. Why don't I eat this more often?
And then you just don't eat it again.
You just don't eat it.
And then you wait. Often. Yeah, it's like candy corn. It's like a seasonal thing.
Oh, dude, I hate candy corn.
What?
I hate candy corn.
I love candy corn.
It's so bad. It's not good. Candy corn is not good.
That's cat.
Dude, because it's literally just like, it's like
amazing.
It's not good though.
That's cat.
It's like it's so weird tasting. It tastes like cornstarch.
But that's another candy that I have very minimal of.
I cannot have more than one candy. Like, okay, I can eat like 2 candy corns and be like, all right, this is good. And then when I get to like my 3rd or 4th, which is not a lot at all, because they're like literally like the size of a penny, and I just can't get past that because they just don't taste good anymore.
I could eat like 20 of them before I start to like not want them anymore. I love them though. The first couple that I eat, they're just, oh my god.
I want to like them, but I
feel
just
so happy.
Can't. I want to like them because they're like a festive thing, but I just can't like them.
That's the thing. Candy corn, you either love it or you hate it. You can't. There's no in between for candy corn.
I just hate candy corn, bro. Like the pumpkin candy corns, especially. Like
What's
the ones that are
candy corn?
You ever seen those?
No,
the ones that are shaped like
those
the pumpkins.
Are gross.
Those are so nasty.
No. You can only have the original candy corn.
You can only have the original candy
corn. You can't off-brand candy corn.
That off-brand pumpkin garbage is unbelievable.
I back you on that. It's gross.
That's so bad.
All right, let's get back to the list.
I'm not gonna lie. M&M's. I'm a big fan of Reese's Pieces. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do M&M's as my second, and Reese's Pieces is my first because
go on.
I'm a fan of M&M's, but I like. Okay, so you know, like you have like M&M, like you can have like M&M's, like you're just like, oh, I'm having M&M's. Reese's Pieces are like the ones you save for like the movies. Like I save Reese's Pieces for movies. Like whenever I go to the movies, I get Reese's Pieces.
I have a whole bag of Reese's Pieces in my room right now.
They're just
every night.
They're not even chocolate. They're literally just peanut butter, and they're just so good for no reason. You know, I don't even know why they're so good.
You know what candy I save for? You know what candy I always have in my movies?
What?
Raisinets.
Raisinets are good.
I think they're underrated. I think a lot of people don't like Raisinets just because there are raisins in them, and people hate raisins, but I love raisins, and so Raisinets are like that. I didn't add it on the list because I didn't think we were going to put it very high, and I think that it's not a very talked about candy, so I didn't add it.
I'm not a fan of Raisinets.
But if I were to put Raisinets on this list, it would have been my number 1.
Yeah, Raisinets are good, but
my mom got me into them.
I'm not, like, I tried to like them, but I wasn't a fan. It's like having raisins in, like, your trail mix.
Yeah.
And you, like, try to mix the raisins in with, like, the nuts and the M&M's when you're eating them, and you're just like, oh, it's not working. That's another reason why I put M&M's in second, because M&M's are, like, they're, like, good in trail mix, but, like...
They carry trail mix.
They carry trail mix. And M&M's are, like, good, but it's so... I don't want to say mono flavor. Because they're all the same. They're just different colors.
They're
but
just
like
different colors. They're all just chocolate.
And so is Reese's Pieces. They're all the same. But like, it's just, it doesn't have the same like sweet taste as Reese's Pieces. I don't know. I feel like Reese's Pieces just is kind of like, it's just better. I don't know. I always like Reese's Pieces more than M&M's.
I know. It's just like
I just usually
they're so much better.
Yeah. When I try to pick between M&M's and something else, I always end up picking M&M's. Like peanut butter M&M's are really good. I like peanut M&M's, peanut butter M&M's, and I like... what was the other M&M that's, like, really good? I can't remember what it's called. It's, like, it's not the Nutella one. It's something else with it in it, but I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just peanut butter M&M's and peanut M&M's. I like the Nutella ones, though. Those are kind of underrated.
Yeah.
There's Nutella in them.
Yeah.
What's your list?
So here we go. Here's my list. I'm going to compare it to yours. So, for number 8, you had Twizzlers. I also had Twizzlers.
Yes,
because it's just obvious that Twizzlers have to go.
Come on, guys. Come on.
7, you had Sour Patch. I had Gummy Worms at 7.
That's fair.
Because, kind of like what you said, Gummy Worms are just not my type of candy.
Dude,
I don't really eat them that much.
On our way to Gettysburg, we stopped at 7-Eleven. Yeah. I got 7-Eleven Gummy Worms that were like $1.50.
You said they were gross, right?
They were so bad. They were like, they were literally so bad. The main ingredient was cornstarch.
Yeah. I had these gummy bears from Black Forest, and they had the juice in them. They were good. They were good. They weren't made to be a sweet candy though. They were made to be more of the
fruit snacks.
Fruit snack, healthy kind of candy. Fruit snacks are awesome.
Fruit snacks are so good.
Welch's fruit snacks are so underrated, dude.
I have a whole box of 90 of them at my house.
Dude, Welch's fruit snacks are so insanely good.
Dude, Welch's fruit snacks are Underrated.
They're
I was
so
about to say
OG.
overrated. Underrated. They're so underrated. OG fruit snacks. If you don't like those, please leave.
please
please
get off the podcast.
If you like Twizzlers, and you don't like Welch's fruit snacks,
you're wrong. You're just wrong.
You're wrong.
You're too old to be watching the podcast.
No cap. That's facts.
All right. So for my number 6, you had gummy worms. Okay, so I had Airheads.
That's
I think you
fair.
had Airheads one higher.
Airheads are like good, but they're not like great. They're like a mediocre candy.
No, so
it's like Laffy Taffy.
I would pick up a Laffy Taffy or an Airheads any time of the day, but they're very sweet and
they're
like
so sweet,
unhealthy.
Yeah,
like especially Laffy Taffy. Those things are so unhealthy.
Those things are unhealthy.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're like so like thick.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean.
Thick. Go back to your list.
Here's my list.
Yeah, I need to keep looking here.
Yeah. An hour.
All right. So that was that. And then number 5, you had what? The Airheads. I had M&Ms.
You had M&Ms at 5. Really?
Yeah. So I'm not as big of an M&M fan as a lot of other people are. Like I like them, but in terms of chocolate, they're just not my top. Like I eat any other chocolatey food over them. That's why I put them kind of lower. 4, I had Sour Patch.
That makes sense. I had Skittles at 4.
Because like I said, I like sour candies, and even though they're not that sour, anything sour I'll eat, and I'll be happy about eating it. My brother really likes Sour Patch as well. I think they're his favorite candy.
I can see that.
Yeah. So then number 3, we tied for this Swedish Fish.
Yeah, Swedish Fish is definitely up there.
We talked about that. The whole savory. It's like different type. It's
just underrated.
They went for a new aspect on candy, and it worked.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
It just is great.
So number 2, you had your M&Ms. I had Skittles.
Yeah. So you agreed with number 1.
Yeah, yeah. Reese's Pieces. They're just
the top. They're just the top.
Like I said,
you don't even realize. Like you probably are thinking to yourself, like, if I had to rank all these, I wouldn't put like. You probably don't realize it. Like before this, I did not even realize Reese's Pieces are that good. Like
really?
Yeah. Like you don't realize. Like sometimes, like you have to rank things. You have to like look at things and like list them out. And you realize which one you like the most. Because originally I was like, all right, I'm probably going to like M&M's the most. And probably put Skittles up there. But, like, I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't realize, like especially, like, Swedish Fish and, like, Reese's Pieces. Like, you don't realize that you like them the most because you don't realize, like, you don't eat them all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you don't put, like, if I had, like, I eat a lot of M&M's all the time. Like, I have M&M's in my house all the time. Like, I don't realize,
yeah,
like,
because
you
that bowl.
I had that little bowl,
yeah.
and like
I see you always
like,
picking out that bowl.
Pick out of the bowl, and like you eat them all the time, and you're just like, oh, these are good, but like they're not my favorite. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I have Wawa. There's a section at Wawa that has like the bag, this resealable bag of Reese's Pieces, the big bag.
Those are so good.
I have one in my drawer. As soon as I run out, boom, back to Wawa, grab another one. And maybe I'll even grab lunch there or something if I'm there after school.
You know it.
But, yeah, I will eat Reese's Pieces every day. I'm probably going to eat them tonight when we play Among Us, if we play Among Us.
If we do. Probably.
I might need a break. Yesterday was a bit of a rough Among Us day for me.
Rough Among Us.
No, I mean...
gets caught because his pet was
Listen,
there.
okay,
that's funny.
I think the problem with me in Among Us is that I'm a very competitive video game player, naturally. And so, even if I want to be, like, laid back and have fun, I can't. I mean, I can't say I can't have fun. I can have fun, but like a lot of the times when if I'm imposter and I'm being accused, I'll get very angry because I don't want to get voted out. I hate getting voted out. It sucks. Being voted out
sucks. Because it's like the least fun version of dying in the game.
And I don't think people. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people realize in the server, but like me and Aiden don't have beef. We just yell at each other Among Us a lot because we both hate when we play Among Us.
Exactly.
That one kid posted in the server, he was like, I was with you for a whole 3 hours, and I hate you so much. You're so rude. Did you see that? The Magic Man guy?
Magic Man?
No one even
I don't even know who half the people on the server are.
I was like, bro, no one even knows who you are. What are you even saying right now, dude? And he was like, you're such a dickhead. You suck. I hate you so much. And it's like, wow. Just
wow.
So rude.
I mean, wow. I think it's Justin's brother.
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not his brother. It's some other dude. But whatever. That's that.
I don't even know who's in the server.
But I'll probably play Among Us again tonight. But
I don't even know who's in the server.
I'm gonna try and be I'm gonna be more relaxed and not as competitive tonight. I think because I think I need a break from playing.
But we have like 30 people in that server, and we can't even get a game of 10.
Sucks.
It's kind of funny.
We always get 9. I mean,
we get really close to 9. We get 9. We get 10. sometimes. Like last night we got 10.
1 to 2 games, and then we switched. Yeah.
Because like
I
everyone
could live
has to
with
go to
10
bed
though.
earlier now
I
because
know.
of school, which kind of sucks because everyone's going to bed at like 10, and it's like, dang.
No, but I could live with 9. 9 is fine.
9
Even
is
8.
good enough.
If we're below 8, if we're doing 1 imposter, then it's not as fun for me anymore.
No, 1 imposter's not that fun.
I love having a second imposter because you just have a teammate you can work with.
We've talked about Among Us in every single episode. So
I know we have.
It's kind of funny.
Among Us is just such a good
Among
game right
Us
now.
is just it's up there. And
I know.
I think it's up there in the top games of all time.
I wasn't even bring it up within the whole Reese's Pieces thing and playing. But
oh yeah, that's the whole point. We went from fat man getting shot to North Korea. So I mean, who knows?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and be a nicer guy in Among Us tonight. I tried to be funny last night when I was yelling at Aiden the entire night, calling him an ogre and stuff. But I think people took it the wrong way. I was like, Aiden, you sound like an ogre over there. I don't know what you're talking about. Were you guys laughing in the dead chat when I was playing?
Yeah.
Dude, yo, I might. You know what? I'll talk about it after the podcast. But I gotta tell you an Among Us story. But we're over an hour right now, so we're gonna end it off.
So I think we're gonna.
Listen.
Cut it off now.
I think we had a good episode this time.
I think
we
it was
we
pretty
were very
good.
informative with the topics today.
Very, very informative. At least we knew what we were talking about, you know?
Yeah.
As opposed to...
Next time I'm going to definitely have Jason write down a topic because I've been doing all the topics.
He's been doing topics and I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm busy.
And you're also going to host the category for next episode.
Yeah, I'm hosting the category,
and,
so we'll see how that goes.
Again, if you want to be a guest, snap us, or you can email us.
Other things as well.
Yeah, literally podcast at gmail.com.
Yes. Follow us if you don't
We should have guests for the next like 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a guest every episode, or do you want to do every other episode?
That is actually...
I would think every other.
I don't know. I think we should get an opinion from...
Let us know. Should we do a podcast every episode or every other, or a guest?
I would be down for both.
I think I'd lean towards every other, but I would be okay with every.
There's a lot of podcasts that do no guests, and there's
exactly.
a lot of podcasts that do guests literally every single episode.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, if we do guest every episode and then we end up running out of guests, then how long are we going to go before we get a new guest? That's the only thing that I'm thinking about.
I think that's fair. I mean, we could always have a returning guest.
Yeah, that's true.
How does Ellen do her show?
That's a good point. She does a lot of returning.
17 seasons, and
yeah,
there's only so many celebrities that are
exactly.
People like, so
yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
So we'll see how the guest thing goes next week. It should be fun though. But listen, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this episode.
Wait, last little thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Very good comedian who died a very long time ago. I don't know how long ago he died. John Belushi, I think his name. John Belushi. There is a documentary coming out. He was the guy in the Blues Brothers. The fat guy in the Blues Brothers. Really funny comedian. There's a documentary coming about him.
Are you talking
November 22nd.
You're not talking about the actor, are you? You're talking
about the actor.
Oh, you are talking
John
about the actor.
Belushi. He's like a really, really good comedian.
Oh.
And
I didn't even know he died.
He died a while ago.
Well,
and there's a documentary coming out about him.
Oh,
so
check
if
it out.
You like comedians, then I would watch it. It's coming out like November 22nd or something.
Cool. I'll watch it.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. That's some.
There you go.
You know what?
Good.
We just gave
good
you.
Stupid.
We gave you a new thing to listen to and watch.
There you go.
So you're welcome.
There you go.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, whatever. Anyways,
right.
Yeah. So that's the third episode. We've had a longer one this time, which I'm not complaining about.
It's not a big deal.
We'll try and stick between the 50-minute to an hour 10 mark for each
Yeah.
episode. But yeah. So follow us, Spotify, Anchor, all those other sites that I talked about, and
great sites.
Subscribe YouTube, and share this with as many friends as you know, because we had a bit of a downfall on the last episode.
Yeah, but
a lot more the first one, but we're gonna try and keep the hype going.
We're gonna keep the hype.
Share this. The hype.
Hype.
Just blasted everyone's eardrums at that. I'm so sorry if you're listening at full volume and you just got absolutely murked by his clapping.
Headphone users.
Rip
headphone
warned.
users.
You are warned. Well, too late now.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. You've already suffered. Anyways, yeah. So check out all those other sites. Subscribe YouTube. Share with your friends, and yeah. Is there anything else?
I don't have anything else.
All right.
So
I already forgot the outro.
No,
we did the au revoir.
Ciao.
No,
arrivederci.
No, you said arrivederci.
Whatever. It's the same exact thing.
All right. Bye.
Bye.